Hello everybody, this is Sarah from Sarah's Emporium. Long time no see. I took a bit of a vacation hiatus from doing any type of YouTube videos. I did a couple shorts, but that was from some videos I'm doing on TikTok, which, by the way, if you're looking for shorter content, feel free to follow me on TikTok. I'm under the same handle as I am here, Sarah's Emporium Unique. If you want to follow me there, that way you can get little snippets every week. They're one card pulls and yeah, just something different. So I do want to apologize that I haven't been on here doing the extensive stuff. There were some major things that happened during the holiday season, and the fact that it was the holiday season, I just needed a break. But I'm happy to say that we have a new member in our family. I am now a grandmother, and I'm super excited about all that. And that's why I've been away. So anyway, let's move on to our reading. This is for February 2023. That's the reason why I have the Lovers cards on top. And as you guessed it, we got pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Don't mind a little bit of rustling that might happen, or some barking. I have my dog in here with me, and so, but we're going to take a moment, and you're just going to take a big deep breath, and then whatever pile you are drawn to, go ahead and wait for that, or go to that particular pile, okay? And I'm going to start off with pile number 1. All right, hello people who picked pile number 1. Thank you for viewing and watching today. We're doing the February 2023, and I figured because it is that time of the year and we're going into Valentine's Day, I figured we'd do some lovers cards. So we have the lover here. Looks like he's feeling a certain way. There's the yin and yang on the top, and it says balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. So, which is very important for us to remember, that we always need to have that give and take in the relationship. We can't just, say, yeah, okay, whatever you want, when you're being taken advantage of, or the other way around, where, you're not giving enough and they're just kind of like, yeah, okay, whatever, So it's a give and take and working through things. So, all right, let's take a look at the Astro. Okay, so we have the north or the south node, which indicates past situations. So past life, past what you were in the past relationships, anything like that. So if you've ever had a relationship where you're just like, yes, dear, whatever you say, dear, and it was actually eating you up inside, this is what you don't want to be doing. Okay. Let's move on into this one. Okay, so the dreams always come disguised as a nightmare. Okay, so sometimes it's not always what you think it's going to be out there in the world. This is definitely shaping up to be something that you don't want to keep on continuing and doing the same cycle over and over and over again. Okay, let's see. Infinite Staircase. So this is part of the little mini DV Oracle decks that I have, and this one's about dreams And if you have a reoccurring dream and this keeps on coming up, there's a sign. And this one says a clear end point needs to be set. Okay, so if there is an infinite cycle continuing on and it's always yes dear, this is not healthy, and eventually there will be a break. So you have to decide, when is that breaking point going to happen? Are you going to come into balance with that? Are you going to work with this situation? Or are you going to fall back into the way it was always going, right? So let's take a look at your cards, your tarot cards, and see where we're at. Okay, so we have moving forward. We have, okay, that one's not always on here, so synchronicities. So we have the Chariot, which is moving forward, but in a weird direction, okay? And then we have the Ten of Swords. That one is in reverse. So that's talking about an ending of a cycle. And then synchronicities. I'll look that up right quick, because that is a bonus card out of this deck. So with it being in reverse, there is something's not syncing up. So you're finding yourself following into this. So what is going to help you break this cycle? Right now you're not finding that. There's an unawareness. You're not feeling connected to find that end point. And I think that with you watching this is going to help you figure that out. Yeah, so the end is happening here. You are just trying to figure out why and how you can break the cycle. Okay, so let me... I didn't pull out another deck. Hold on. I didn't think I would need to. So let me just pull out a deck real quick. I say as I'm going super slow. So hopefully we're going to pull this one out as a clarifier. And see now, what can you do to help you break the cycle? What can you do to break this cycle? Oops. All right. Got an answer. Okay, so the mysteries will be solved. You need to uncover yourself. And you need to get out of the hermit mode. So that means you need to start looking outside of your relationships, because it's not as mysterious as it seems. And I think with looking outside of yourself and outside of the relationship, you'll be able to steer better into getting out of this circle, and you'll be able to break free like this dolphin is. It's kind of just getting away from whatever's going on. Yeah, and so, and I also have this time frame of it being a Thursday. So possibly this is a good time for you to have a sit down and a chat with the person that you are with, and to let it all out in the open how you actually feel about this. You know, like you feel like you keep on going around in a circle. You keep feeling that it's not a balance of give and take, and you're constantly having to work around the situation, and everything that looks shiny and new is actually not what it seems, right? So yeah, so possibly a Thursday, that time frame will be a good time for you guys to get together and sort things out. and hopefully work things through. But it's definitely not going to be with you just mulling around in your own self without talking to your partner. If that, hopefully that makes sense. And then continuing the past is not going to help you move forward. And right here is where you feel trapped. Yeah, that's really it. I hope this made sense to you, and if it did make sense to you, please go ahead and leave me a comment. If anything helped, resonated, it helped me move forward. And go ahead and follow and like if you do not mind, and I will see you all in the next video. I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye. All right, hello everyone who picked pile number 2. This is your February 2023 reading. I hope you all are having a wonderful month so far. And let's get into it. Let's check out what your Lover's card is. This is actually beautiful. There's a rainbow, and it's like she's almost growing out of the lotus, and the sun's shining down on her. Let's take a look what this has to say. Okay, freedom. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. Okay, there's nothing wrong with not needing a partnership. Yeah. You can be in a partnership, you could not be in a partnership, you could do whatever you want. You are your own being, right? So let's take a look at your astro code. Okay, we have Libra, which is balance. It's good to be free, but not necessarily good to be alone all the time. So even if you can have like a companionship, a friendship, family members, people around you, you know, because you don't want to be, you don't want to have community. You don't want to not have community, because it's always good to have even some people to talk to every once in a while, you know. So always being alone isn't always a good thing either. So then we have God is a goddess. So it's just a nice play on, it's a balance. There is a balance between the two. God is a goddess. And a goddess is a god, if you want to look at it that way. So this is just reaffirming that there is a balance between your freedom. So it's okay to be free, but just remember that you should always still have your friends and family to be able to talk to and look towards. Okay, let's take a look at this guy. Victorian Ghost. Many greats live in the past, but it's not where you belong. Okay, it's just reminding you to always look forward and always looking at what's going on in the realm of things. Okay. Okay, very interesting. So you have balance again with the Lovers. There is 2 options and 2 choices that need to be made in your mental capacity. So another balance, really. So if you were to pick the green door, shall we say, the green light door, you know, that will be the path and the choice that you take then. But then you can also take the blue door, and that could be the path and the choice you take as well. So the choice is yours, and that's where the freedom comes into play. But there is a possibility of that, of your always needing to be a free spirit, that your foundation has not been built properly. So that's why it's good to have a family or friend circuit that you can fall back on if you need. Because, you know, emotional support doesn't mean that, or love or any of that stuff doesn't mean that you need to have a significant other. It just means that you need to have a support group. And same with this. This is based upon a choice. So these are choices to be made. But if you choose unwisely, you could fall and crumble with your emotions. So with this, I'm thinking of your past probably has made you feel that you don't want to be tied down to anything or anyone, and you just want to be able to go on the open road and do what you want, when you want, how you want. Just remember that there's at some point or another, people and animals and everything like that always want to be comfortable and home in one way or another. So you don't want to go to a home that is possible of crumbling. Okay. Yeah, but other than that, I think if you just stay in balance and you keep, you know, juggling between everything, I think you'll be okay. Just don't lose sight of being able to go home, you know, and be able to talk to your friends and family when you need to. So, and in the time frame, at some point during a 2 o'clock time period, you'll know. I'm going to leave it at that because this isn't going exactly the way I was hoping they would. I was hoping I would get more of like an idea as to what. So 2 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock at night, you can have, you know, kind of a witching hour without it being 3 o'clock in the morning. And you'll get like this epiphany happen, and something's going to dawn on you. Heck, it might even be the time that you're watching this. Who knows? I really am not going to be subjective to a time frame. This is just, it's a cute, I was hoping that I would have like more of seasonal. But these are lilies, and they're Easter lilies, so maybe in the springtime. Who knows? It's really all I have for you guys. Really, this is a very like cut dry reading. If you want any more in-depth readings, please reach out to me, but I hope this hit a nerve somewhere. Not like a bad nerve or anything like that, but I hope it's kind of registering that you still need balance even in your freedom phase of whatever you are doing. And to have that strong foundation, that strong friendship to fall back on. And yeah, whatever you choose, that's your choice, and that's okay. Just be wise about it, right? So that's all I have for you this time around. Everybody who picked pile number 2, I appreciate you being here and watching. If any of this resonated, feel free to comment below. Go ahead and hit follow or subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. I'll talk to you later. Alright, hello everybody who picked pile number 3. Thank you for being here. We are doing the February 2023 reading. So let's go ahead and dig in. Seeing as how it's February, we have the Lovers cards. So let's see what this one is saying for you. So we have healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your friendship being healed this very moment. So it's a possibility that you guys have been going through some tough, troubling times, and it's now time to reconcile and heal each other, because whatever was going on, you know, it's not anyone's fault. Okay, and then we have for your Astro cards, square, semi-square, and the quincunx. It means tension. So there has been a lot of tension between you and your love. And so now it's time to heal that situation. All right, and it says the blank at the crossroads. So whatever the blank means to you, is that your relationship? Is that an ultimatum that you guys are coming up with? I don't advise an ultimatum. I don't think X or this. I think whatever this crossroads means to you, you know, take a good look around and look at all of the avenues, the different ways you could go, okay? Yeah, because right here where you want to heal, you want to build the relationship back up from whatever was going on. Okay, so, and this is just reminding you to not be last in with your relationship. Your relationship needs to be nurtured just like any other situation, and don't leave disrepair or leave your relationship to like the last second. Go out to dinner, go out to a movie, spend time with each other. Even if you're sitting there watching TV together, make sure that you're spending that time together. You know, work on a project together that, you know, you both enjoy. Do things that, you know, you both would enjoy and appreciate. Maybe cook together or something like that. But don't wait until it needs to be done, right? Don't wait until that. You got to always nurture your relationships. Okay, so don't think of the relationship last. Okay, work and all that stuff will always be there, but your home life needs to be your sanctuary, you know. So that's definitely okay. Oh. Okay, so delayed action. Definitely want to be aware of any temptations that are coming about. And has someone been already going through the system? So this is out for people who are having issues where it's not reconcilable and you're going to be going for a divorce. And was there an affair? Okay. It's a delayed reaction. So all of this is kind of like, meh, we don't really know what's happening. We're unsure. So this is where it comes into play, like look at all of the avenues and everything that's going on, okay? If you are in a relationship that is still repairable, do that. Heal the relationship. But if you're already on the fence of this is happening, but you're hesitating on it, you're not really sure if you want to go through with it because there's been some deviant things happening, then this is when you really need to get in that healing process. You need to figure out what exactly is going on. If you're getting brushed off, then I advise you to reach out to a therapist or something like that to really look and see what's going on inside. Because if there's a denial of their wrongdoings or anything like that, then you know, it definitely would need a third-party counseling session, someone who's not involved at all, like no one who's a part of your family or anything like that, and have them mediate the situation at hand, because this is intense. There's tension, you guys have not put each other first. There's a crossroads, which, you know, with it just even being placed above justice right now, tells me that there is going to be a breaking point where it's going to be a legal battle. And just be prepared for that. Be prepared to have things come out that you didn't know were going on. And for that, I would say, well, it's telling me December. But that's not a solidified thing, okay? That's just a time frame as either you knew that this is when it was happening, so you know, a couple months ago, you knew that this was going on, or you need to, or, you know, or it's going to be finalized in December. It takes time. If you've been in a marriage for a long time, you have to go through a counseling time period and all that stuff a lot of times through these courts. How can you heal? How can you two heal this turmoil, this relationship? Oops, got a few. Oh, got a lot. Okay, so there hasn't been a lot of give and take. Guy just got to look in a different perspective. You need to honor your body, and there's going to be some swift action happening within this. So there hasn't been a lot of give and take in the relationship. There hasn't been a lot of nurturing going on. But how are we going to heal from this, right? That's what the question was, so I apologize. So there needs to be a balance between the give and take. You guys need to be looking through a different perspective. And you need to nurture each other. And it has to happen it has to happen quickly. This is of action, and it needs to be swift. If you want to repair any of the damage that has happened in this situation. So, more nurturing, stop putting each other last, and hopefully you can work through this. Yeah, I really do wish you all the best. I hope everything does work out. And time to look at things in a different perspective for sure. You know, even with you being at the crossroads, this is, it's upside down, but still the same meaning to me either way, that you need to be looking at this relationship, both of you, in a different perspective. You need to be looking in their shoes, and they need to be looking in your shoes. And that's as simple as that on that. And you need to take the time to listen to each other and nurture each other the best you can. You don't need to become their parent. You don't have to become their, right-hand person, but you still need to give them a ear, a shoulder to cry on, or anything like that. Anything that you need to be able to be honest with each other, really. And hopefully you can fix and repair the situation at hand sooner than later. But yeah, I hope it does work out for you guys. I see there's a lot of hesitation. Like, you're not there yet with a legal battle. Like, it's not necessarily there. It's like on the verge of being. So if you want to heal and fix this relationship, this very moment, like sooner than later, become first instead of last with this relationship. Because there does seem to be like a glimmer of hope that you guys can work things out, for sure. So whatever was going on, whatever is happening, I'm hoping that it was just something that is started in December and not going to be a final thing in December. So hopefully the justice is not going to be a finalized divorce or anything like that. Yeah. And give and take, that's a very important thing in any relationship. So yeah, so that's really all I have for you guys. If you need more in-depth reading, please reach out to me. All my stuff is down below in the comment section. If this resonated with you, go ahead and leave me a comment down below. And if you wouldn't mind, feel free to subscribe and like the video. And I will see you all in the next one next month. Have a wonderful month, and good luck.